Hey, what's up, everybody? You are tuning into Back in the Day with their host, Brandy J, right here on Spreaker. First of all, I would like to stop and, as usual, give a great shout out to the Spreaker platform. And once again, you're appreciated, you're the shit, and you are the best and only, or I think, platform that does what you do and no one else has emulated or even tried to, because I don't think they can. It's something going on there where people are just like, it's like a little hidden contract. No, because really, apps are similar in some ways. They got to keep up with the Joneses and the sort. I talk to a lot of developers and things like that, and because I'm an app hoarder, right? And I just love apps, and so I have a show also called The App Goat, and I talked to a lot of them. They ask me for feedback and things of the sort. So I'm in like a lot of Zooms and stuff with them also. And I always let them know like their app is all the apps I've used, and there are many, many out there. Always find a significance to it. Even if it's the same, it's not the same. Just like us as human beings, we might do the same thing, but we'll never do it like each other, right? And so when it comes to these platforms, I can always find a feature or significance that the other one doesn't do and still appreciate it, right? Right. But yeah, I haven't found one that it's at all close to what Spreaker does here. And I've been rocking out with Spreaker since 2019. So yes, yes, yes. But let's go ahead and get into it, because back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Let me get a sip of water here. Old age thoughts just kicked in. Didn't they raise the senior citizen or the working age again so that senior citizens couldn't retire, or that they had an option of working? I know something like that happened, right? Somebody please tell me, though, that that wasn't the reason why, was it? Because if it's so, damn. I mean, when does someone get to enjoy their life? You know what that is about? That's because you just have to do it. You don't let people tell you when. You tell them when. If they don't like it, they can do the job themselves. And if they think that or you think that you're just going to lose everything, you got to ask yourself, what is everything? Because if you lose it, guess they will too, because who's going to do it? I don't know, but I was just thinking back in the day, we had a stronger mindset, and now we have what? Just do it. It's fine. Just pick one. Vote for one of them. Just don't vote for that one. Democrat, Republican, right, left, blue, red, gray, Kanye, all this weird stuff. Like, none of it makes sense. Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, and has not been any different results. So basically, America, we've been in this cycle of insanity. These are facts. If you're still jumping straight to this voting thing, if that's all about, when we come down to, it's like we talk about this shit like the whole half of the year, and that's what it's all about. We never talk about humanity. We never talk about people as individuals, lives, or anything of the sort. It's just always based around the structured economical world that has been designed to not allow us to truly have the true human experience. And if you think you have not. Because in this cycle here, it doesn't even know what it is. So that's why we're going to go back in the day, have a little good time, so we can bring some of it back now and turn it up. Yes, I am what am I, an extra? Born in 1978. Proud, because I know that the 80s and 90s were the shiznit, and supposedly the 70s too. I was born in 78, so huh? But I heard that's the Sunshine era, right? That's pretty cool. That was the hippie, right? Well, yeah, that's good. So all that time right there, we were lit. We were the shit. And we still are. And guess what? You missed out. Sure did. Good times, good fun, none of this BS, none of the crazy crap. And Dan for sure didn't have social media like this, so we really got to get to know ourselves, friends, and be outside and know what it's like to socialize and to build and decide if we really want to be out there or not. True story. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into this, because this isn't a very long show here. But I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about playground games that you would play back then and what you still play today. I brought it up because I'm in the education field. And I was watching something, and they were showing these kids playing, what was it, musical chairs? And I was like, man, I love musical chairs. And we always play it with the kids, and I don't give them no mercy. You know, I'm really about that musical chair life. I'm not really too competitive, but when it comes to that musical chair, I'm going to get that chair. Yep, somebody going to be on the ground. One of you kids. Kidding. But yeah, it happens like that sometimes. It do. The musical chairs, that's a fun game. Think about it. Did you play it back in your time? And it's still lit today, too. It really is. You can't go wrong with it. You can have party fun with that in adult games. You could do it in so many ways, it's not even funny. But yeah, I was like, I love these musical chairs. Because it's so fun, right? And it's really just about staring at that chair and making sure you get that last one. And that's just the greatest time, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And Duck Duck Goose was the number 2 one, right? And Around the World. Because, it's the same little circle. And Around the World, you go behind the student. Maybe you're doing timetables and see how far you can get around the world before somebody beats you. If they beat you, you sit down and they get up. And then Duck Duck Goose. So what do you guys say? I say all 4, what? All 3, they get a 5 for me. They definitely do. Oh, definitely. Around the World, Duck Duck Goose, and what was the other one? Musical chairs. Someone shouted out, Mother May I. We'll get to, oh my God. And Simon says, you better stop it. And what? Stoplight? Oh, gosh. Brought it all back. I love it. Did you guys come from the roller skating era where you guys went to an actual roller skating rink? Those were good times. I had these 2 friends I grew up with, and their dad used to take us to the roller skating rink every weekend, roller skating land or Sweetwater roller skating rink. And just as I sit here right now, it's just like the greatest memories, right? And if you know, then you know, right? When they turn down the lights and stuff, or you had a crush on somebody and you get the music slow, or when your bomb ass songs came on and you get out there and act like you lit skating around and don't know how to skate backwards, because then you really the shit. I loved it. And I know now, I heard that people still go, and I find it fascinating. I really want to go see what this is about. But I guess these days now it's became a little bit more dangerous. I don't know. I would really love to check out a skating rink and just go see, because that was a really great time in my life, and I really enjoyed that. I could skate really well. I know I still have it. Backwards, I would attempt it. I wasn't that great at it, but I'm more like, just do it. Put yourself out there. So I'm definitely looking into that. I'm going to take a kid with me and see if it trips him out or not, or can he get with the flow, or is it that's one of those old things and he's like, hell no. That's a great place for kids to still come together like young boys and girls and have a great time. So I think it's really a perfect outing, and the boys and young girls will love it. Just for the simple fact, they can do the little skating, be cute, socialize, and all that stuff. It's just with these days now, it makes you more nervous because of all the dangers and the ignorance that are out here in the world. So, but doesn't hurt to dream, but it also doesn't hurt to actually take those things back. How? Guess we'll talk about that in the next episode. Right? But yeah, roller skating, man. I had roller skates. I never could get with the 3-blade roller skates, whatever they call it. Yeah, I didn't even attempt it. I just knew it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, I really don't think it was going to happen. I don't think I'd ever even want to try. What's the point? Like, what is the real point? I don't know. If you know, please let me know. And I'm 45, guys. Check this out. The Simpsons, when I was younger, I'm 45 now. We're out back then, maybe a little bit before that, I'm not sure, but I'm 45 now. I remember having Simpsons posters, and it's crazy because I think to this very day they still play new episodes. I'm 45. I was a young teenager then. That is wild. that Bart still has that much to say, and Homer and is it Maggie still want to get it on with each other. It's wild. Love it. Freaking love it. Were you guys a Simpsons watcher? Because I don't watch it anymore. I didn't watch it a lot then either. But in my bedroom, I had like these posters. I had Bart Simpson. I had this one, this mushroom with velvet. I was really into posters on my wall. When you turn the lights off, it glowed. I had like the alien poster. What else? So I can remember. Oh, I had a really nice Mary Jane poster for ambiance. Yeah, that's what that was for. Yep. And I had blow up furniture. I remember I went and got some blow up furniture from Charlotte Russe. Do they still have Charlotte Russe? It was see-through blow-up furniture. I had the whole setting. I had, my lounge, whatever. Bought it all. And then I had what do you call those beads you put over your door and stuff like that? Kind of give you the 60s, the 50s feel and crap. And I used to get buyer's remorse a lot when I was younger. Because that shit cost me like $200. And I was thinking like, man, it's going to pop a hole in this thing in this room. Because I'm always like, my messy room. But I definitely did end up taking that stuff back. I did. I really did. But it was dope. It was see-through. It was pink. For sure. I'm going to look into that again because I think I would like to have some blow-up furniture. Oh, dear. Wait till I get into my Barbie episodes with you guys. And I have an episode that will be coming out soon that I did with a friend. I had a partner in crime back in the day. I think he's a Gen Xer also. And we talked about, the dances we did back in our day, from what they're doing now, from the twerking and things of the sort that we experienced then and now, the differences and things, what kind of shoes were we rocking, what kind of clothes, how do we socialize, all that crazy stuff. Because I come from, I'm 78, so I'm like in my Adidas, LL Cool J type of, stuff. And Run DMC, Salt and Pepper, Push It Real Good, that type right there. Bobby Brown, Donna, all of that and then some. But that'll be for the next episode, guys. Definitely. But yeah, back in the day, those things, when we think about those things and you can bring you some kind of like great thoughts right now, it's always beautiful, right? Because if you can step away and go back into a different time, it's like an appreciation. But see, this is what I want to do with it. I want to step away and bring something back. And not just bring something back, but like bring a style back, but also bring some kind of decor. Something that back then worked then and even now. Something good, right? But today we're going to rock out with what could from back then still pop off now. What could still be fashionable? We can bring it back. And I'm going to leave you guys with that one. But I know that a few of us had I had a really huge thing for starter jackets. And my two favorites, well, I have more, was Charlotte Hornets and Chicago Bulls. And I was like, heck yeah, that could work. Just don't do too much detailing to it and trying to like make it even more like today. Just kind of leave it. Don't make them as big. You had to get the one that was fitting, but not as fluffy. You can take away from that a little bit, but just the whole like, right? Because I used to love colors, so that's why I loved those starter jackets. I had quite a few. I chose my starter or my teams by the color. I didn't really watch them, but I supported them definitely by wearing their team. Definitely, that's what matters. It does. That's what matters. But this one was really quick for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or anything you want to talk about, please reach out because you are welcome. And back in the day, whatever era you came from, let's talk about it. Until next time, guys, this is your host, Brandy J. Thank you, speaker. Thank you, listeners. Take care.